22 to Thomason, requesting position for med control. Rescue to Thomason, be advised, currently route to your location. Code 1, level 2 at this time. On board, we have a med control position of Dr. Green. He was involved in a motorcycle accident. He hit a Jeep going about approximately 45 to 50 miles an hour. He was wearing a helmet. Patient is stabilized. Currently at this time, we have a right femur fracture, obvious. We do have traction on that right femur. We've also got a right scapula injury, right thumb injury, left wrist. His sacrum hurts. We got a blood pressure of 134 by Pulse, a pulse of 110 right now. Dr. Green is advising if he can get med control to acknowledge and give him, let me give him 5 milligrams of Nubain for the pain he is in. Do you concur with this?
Yes, you can go ahead and give him some Nubain. Go ahead, 5 milligrams. What's your ETA?
We have an ETA to your location of about 8 to 10 minutes.
Good copy. Dr. Haynes will be there in the trauma room.
People always ask me, why do you do this? It's a unique question with many layers of answers. EMS isn't about the money. It never has been, and quite honestly, it never will be. EMS is about a higher calling that far outweighs the emotion of the dollar. EMTs, paramedics, and other first responders are the ones who give the greatest of sacrifice each and every day they come to work. No, they weren't asked to do this job or even chosen. They all, to some degree, made a choice. And it is within that choice that we all have begun a journey of some sorts. A journey to make a difference in others' lives. The hardships of this profession are many. Quite often they walk away from a meal without ever having a bite to eat because there are no scheduled breaks or downtime like corporate America. And we often work with little or no sleep in the harshest of environmental conditions. And if you think about the fact that no one ever calls 911 because they're having a good day, then you'll know that we see the very worst of situations every day. And somehow, when it's over, have to manage those emotions and come home to our families with a smile on our face. And I won't even begin to mention the training hours and knowledge base that we maintain, because those numbers and those statistics are pretty high as well. The true message of why we do this is when we can reverse those worst of times and make them the best of times for our patients. That's why we do this. Think about your job for a moment and what your boss asks you to do each day. And when you realize that each day I have to ask my people to put themselves in harm's way and sometimes risk their own life and pay them a salary that would make most people say, my life is far more precious than what you're paying me for. It is within that moment when the unselfish members of EMS realize why we do this. It is a calling that very few people hear. It calls upon one's soul to be able to help their fellow man. It is a fundamental emotion that we all have within us, but it's more than that for these people. To them, it's a way of life. So the next time you look in your rearview mirror and see us coming, Don't be frustrated that you had to stop for a brief moment and let us by. Just think to yourself, I know why they do this. And maybe say a little prayer and hope it to be the best of times for everyone involved.